Hey everyone, welcome back to Yoga with Jess. Today we're going to be focusing on the legs and the glutes. So really working to get those long, lean legs, strengthening the calf muscles, tightening up those glutes, and just having a nice overall lower body, leg, and butt workout. So today we're going to need a wall or a table or something you can balance on for this first opening sequence. So when you're ready, meet me over by the wall. So to begin, we're going to come up against that wall or tabletop or something sturdy that you feel like you can balance on. Bring the feet about hips width distance apart. Feet are parallel facing forward. And pressing into that wall or table, begin to squeeze the belly, tuck the tailbone under, and inhale, start to rise up to the tippy toes. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Just take a few rounds like this. Start to feel those calf muscles turn on, the quadriceps turning on here. As we come nice and high onto the tippy toes like a ballerina, and then slowly lowering those heels down to the floor. Already starting to feel the burn already. All right. Now on your next inhale, rising up to the tippy toes, stay where you are. Start to bend those knees, keeping the tailbone nice and tucked under. As we bend the knees down and then slowly lower the heels with bent knees. Inhale, come straight, rise up. Exhale, bend those knees nice and low, keeping those heels high and lifted, and then slowly lowering them down to the mat. And taking a few rounds like this, just really feeling through the balls of the feet and the heels as they lower down, engaging those quadriceps and calf muscles here. Doing this many times is going to tone up those legs, get them nice and lean and strong. One more time. And now, with the heels down and knees bent, we're going to reverse that flow. So on the inhale, we're going to lift the heels up. Inhale, stand tall. And with straight legs, exhale, lower those heels down. Again, bend those knees, lift the heels. Inhale, rise up. Lower down. Take a few more rounds like this. Really tucking that core in, keeping the spine nice and tall here. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. And just really focusing on the lower body, the legs, the feet, the ankles. Beautiful. Now we're going to turn the feet out and bring the heels a little bit closer together, like first position, like a ballerina. This is going to work the glutes a little bit more and start that external hip rotation and continue to work the thighs and the calf muscles as well. So same thing, we're going to inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees and slowly lower those heels down. Tucking the core in as we come to straighten. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Releasing those heels down as you come to straighten. And taking a few more rounds like this at your own pace. Really feeling the legs turn on here. Breathing through any discomfort or any tightness. And reversing that from a standing position, we're going to bend the knees and then come onto the tops of the toes, balls of the feet pressing into the mat. Inhale up and exhale, lower down. And like so, just take a few more rounds here. Breathing as you lift, everything shooting up towards the sky here. Nice tall spine. Really feeling those legs and glutes turn on. Whew. Beautiful, yogis. One more. And slowly lowering back down. So staying near that wall, just in case you need it for balance, we're going to come into chair pose. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, sit back into a low chair. Now you want to send the weight into the heels, maybe lifting the little toes off the mat. Energy squeezing into the midline, so we're squeezing the inner thighs, inner knees, inner ankles, all together, sucked up, core's engaged, belly sucked in. And as we sit low, that chest lifts high, The glutes are working here, thighs working overtime. The lower you sit, the more you're gonna feel it. Breathing through any discomfort here. We're only here for a few more seconds, really turning on the heat. One more inhale, lift. And exhale, release down, forward fold. Straighten those knees and allow the quads to stretch a little. This time really feeling it in the back of the legs, the hamstrings, and the calves. If you'd like to take the hands around the back of the ankles and pull the upper body a little bit closer to the legs, that is a great option as well. Inhale, halfway lift, extending out through the low spine. Exhale, lower. And with a slight bend in the knee, let's roll it up one vertebrae at a time. So now you can stay against the wall if you feel like you might need it for extra support or balance, but I'm gonna go ahead and step to the middle of my mat for this next part of the sequence. Now shifting the weight into the left foot, we're gonna come into tree pose. Start to lift the right foot off the mat, either staying at the ankle with the toe resting on the mat for balance, or maybe lifting it up to the calf, or you could grab the ankle, bring it all the way up to the inner thigh. As long as it's not right on the kneecap, it can be anywhere along your tree to receive the maximum benefit of this pose. Bring the hands to heart center as we ground down through that standing leg, feeling the little stabilizer muscles on the feet start to turn on here. Core's engaged, low belly tucked in, tailbone tucked under. And really start to squeeze the quad muscles and the calves, extending out through that leg and out the spine, up the top of the head. Inhale, start to bring the arms up. And again, if you need that wall or table to balance on, go for it. Growing nice and tall here. Again, we're grounding down through that heel as energy shoots down, at the same time lifting up. Nice and tall here, everything turning on. And slowly bring the hands back to heart center. We're gonna lift that foot off the thigh, cross it over the leg, and sit back, seated figure 4 position. Now, just like we did in chair, we want the weight to shift back into the heels, bending the knees nice and generously here. And think about pressing that thigh down towards the mat so you really feel a nice stretch in the glutes and IT band there. Again, engaging the core, chest is lifted. Really feeling that standing leg turn on here. And on your next inhale, coming back up to stand, bring that knee in towards the chest, using your core here to lift it. Then either grabbing at the outside of the shin or possibly taking the peace fingers to grab for the big toe. We're gonna extend that leg out, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So again, you can be here or you can be here. Both options are wonderful, and just take it for whatever your practice calls for. Stretching through both legs here, quadriceps turned on, glutes engaged, energy shooting out that heel. Now we're gonna extend the left hand forward, grab for that foot, and release the right arm out to the side for a little twist here. Again, growing long through that standing leg, nice and tall, and maybe the gaze starts to shift over to that right shoulder. Now, if this is too much for you, again, you can keep that knee bent and just start twisting over to the side with a bent knee. This pose is just really working the standing leg, so your glutes should be really fired up here, quadriceps working, everything turned on as we stretch and twist. And coming back to center, release the hold of the leg, kick that foot out, and slowly lower down. Shake it out. Probably gonna be feeling an intense burning on that left side, which is really great. That means you're working hard. And when you're ready, we're gonna shift onto the other side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. Again, squeezing everything into that midline, engaging the inner thigh muscles here and the glute muscles, everything working as we sit those hips nice and low, chest lifts up to the sky, low belly's tucked in. See if you get that tailbone slightly tucked under as you lift. This time, let's bring the hands to heart center and shift the weight into the left, lifting the right off the mat, and shifting back onto the other side, lift that left foot off the mat, and just take a few rounds like this, seeing if you can keep your squat nice and low as you shift the weight and really feel each leg turn on here as all your body weight is getting into one leg. Woo. One more time. And both feet down on the mat. Let's inhale the arms up. One last moment here in chair pose, really enjoying it. And exhale, forward fold. Releasing the hands down on the mat, straighten those legs. Maybe pedal out the knees, one and then the other. Breathing, always breathing. And straighten those legs. Grab the hands behind the heels, pulling a little bit closer here. Really feel that stretch along the back side of the legs and the hamstrings. And releasing those hands, take a little micro bend and slowly roll it up, one vertebrae at a time, to come to stand. Now shifting the weight into the right foot this time, slowly start to lift the left off the mat and either leaving it down on the mat here at the ankle or bringing it up the leg wherever feels good to you, just not right on that kneecap. So I'm gonna grab at the ankle, bring it to the inner thigh, bringing the hands to heart center wherever you're at. And again, we're pushing down through that foot. Try not to scrunch the toes up on the mat, but leave them flat. Even weight distribution between the heel and the toes. And again, firming up that glute here as we grow nice and tall in tree pose. Perhaps you lift the hands up and shift the gaze a little bit up for a nice balance here. All these standing postures are really good for balance. Just gonna help your daily life, help you balance so that you can prevent maybe falling over, especially if you're a little bit older. Growing nice and long through our tree here, grounding down as we reach up to the sky. And slowly bring the hands back to heart center. We're gonna lift that foot off the thigh or wherever it is on your tree trunk, pass it over the knee and sit down, chair pose, seated figure 4. Now again, we want to imagine pressing that thigh down towards the mat so you really feel a nice stretch along the outer glutes and hips. And sitting nice and low into that squat. You should really be feeling it in that right quadricep, right calf muscle here. Keeping the low belly tucked in, chest lifted, sitting nice and low, really working, turning it on here. One more breath. And on your next inhale, slowly rising up, either grabbing for that outside of that left shin just below the knee, or taking those peace fingers and grabbing the big toe to kick it out, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Now pick a point to focus on that's not moving, and start to let your gaze focus in on that point, allowing the rest of the room to fall out. It's just you and your breath and your body working nice and hard here. So either staying here or with that knee in towards the chest, we're gonna bring the right hand around and switch arms, either grabbing for that knee or grabbing for that outside of that foot there. Start to let that left hand open up to the side, and maybe the gaze starts to shift as we twist open to the left side. Grounding through that heel, everything's turned on here. Maybe you're shaking a little bit like I am. That's good. It means you're working hard and everything's turned on, trying to balance, trying to kick hard, energy shooting out that heel. And slowly bring that hand back around to the front. And let go of that foot. And exhale, slowly lower down. Oh, shake it out. Really feel that in my glutes right now, toning up the buttocks. Exhale, release. So now we're gonna spread the feet nice and wide And turn the toes out so that when you bend the knees come out over those big toes. So we don't want the knees to be falling too far in or too far out, but really stay grounded on those feet as the knees come out to the side. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, sit down, goddess pose. We're gonna bend at the elbows here, pinching the shoulder blades together behind the back. Lift that chest up to the sky and really feel those thighs turning on. Quadriceps should be burning, inner thighs and hip flexors working here. And the tailbone's also tucked under and our glutes are fired up. Breathing, sitting nice and low into that squat. Now we're gonna revisit some of those heel lifts we did earlier up against the wall. So inhale, lift those heels up off the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This is a great exercise for strengthening the calf muscles, getting nice, lean, strong legs. Now this time we're gonna lift onto the balls of the feet, slowly straighten the legs up and lower down. Whew. Reverse, inhale up, bending those knees and lowering down. Straighten those knees. Inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend, lower those heels down and straighten. And one more time, reverse it. We're gonna bend those knees, lift the heels up, straighten the legs, and lower down. So you should be really feeling that in the legs. Now we're gonna stretch them out. So pigeon toe the toes in towards the middle of the mat, heels splay out. Inhale the arms out to the side, and exhale, lower the chest down for forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. So the hands can wrap around, grabbing for the outside of the heels, and use your arm muscles here to pull the chest down towards the mat. Try to straighten those legs so you really feel a nice stretch all along the back side of the legs to really counter stretch all that hard work we just did. Allow the neck and shoulders to relax, maybe shake yes, no, maybe. And just breathing here, again, as you pull that chest down, eventually getting the head to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, coming to the fingertips. Exhale, lower back down. And placing the hands down on the mat in front of the face, we're gonna start to lift up onto the toes from here and lower. Lifting up with nice straight legs, lowering down. Lifting up, lowering down. Take a few rounds like this. Really feeling those legs turn on here. Calf muscles should be burning at this point. And one more for good measure. Release. Let's heel toe the feet in together and take a nice bend. Maybe bouncing a little bit. Release. Feel that good stretch. And slowly straighten those knees, forward fold. And taking a little micro bend in the knees, slowly round it all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling those shoulders back, standing nice and tall. Tadasana, mountain pose. Whew, that was super intense. I hope your legs are feeling nice and fired up as mine are right now. So now let's just counterbalance that a little bit with some ankle rolls and foot stretches and a little calf massage as well. So just shift weight into the left foot, kind of roll that ankle out a little bit, coming onto the top of the foot and rolling it around, and reverse other way. And other side, shift the weight into the right foot and start rolling that left ankle around. You might have some cracks and creaks. And reversing the direction. All right. Now shifting the weight back into the left foot, we're gonna cross the right foot over, come onto the top of that foot, and start to bend both knees into one another, massaging the calf muscle with that left knee, and really pressing into the top of that right foot to feel a nice ankle stretch there. Sitting nice and low, still working those glutes. Feeling a really nice stretch there. And slowly release. Come out of it nice and slow. And shift the weight onto the other side, taking the left foot over the right and pressing those knees into one another, Nice deep stretch here. Letting the shoulders relax, upper body's nice and relaxed. And just feeling that little calf massage as the knee digs into the back of the calf. Opening up space in the ankle there. And slowly straighten up, release. Maybe kick the heels up a little bit, just shake it out. And then finally, let's just stretch out those calves a little more since they worked extra hard today. So shifting the weight onto the left, let's bring the right heel out in front of us, flex that foot up to the sky, and with a flat back, slowly bend over, bring those hands to the floor, and stretch out the back side of that right calf muscle. You can grab that foot if you like and pull it up to the sky. Then relax the neck and shoulders here and just really focus on that nice juicy calf stretch. Inhale, lift. Take a little micro bend in that standing leg as you come to rise. And switch sides. So standing on the right foot this time, kick that left heel out in front of you. Inhale, grow long, and exhale, slowly come down. Place the hands on the mat, and maybe grab for that left foot as you let the lower body drape down, and really kicking, flexing that toe up to the sky to feel that nice stretch all along the left calf muscle. Breathing, letting go, acknowledging yourself for all the hard work you just did. And when you're ready, slowly come to stand with a nice bend in that knee. Coming back to standing and letting it all go. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat today. That was not an easy workout, so give yourself a big pat on the back. If you like this video, please leave your comments, feedback. I'd love to hear how it felt on the legs and the glutes, and if you had any questions. And if you want to hear more about me and my practice, please visit my website at comingohm.com. We'll see you again on your mat. Namaste. To find my full library of videos that are not available on YouTube, check out Psychetruth Plus. There you can stream to your TV, tablet, cell phone, or virtually any device so that you can join me for yoga class anywhere at any time. I look forward to seeing you on your mat.
With hundreds of videos that you can stream on virtually any device to help you reduce stress, lose weight, or just improve your health and well-being overall. At wellnessplus.tv, we are dedicated to helping you on your health and wellness journey. Join wellnessplus.tv to find hundreds of videos to help you improve the health of your body and your mind. wellnessplus.tv. Get well, feel better.